Hey guys, Pit Caleb here. This is the CSC City Slicker that if you saw on YouTube previously was giving me some problems. I have got a new controller from CSC and we're going to go and install it today. I have not done this before and this is a first pass on everything. The battery's been out all winter. It's been stored in the basement in a warm area. It's inside the house charging. It's at least 75% based on the dots on it. So we're going to do the controller change, put the charged battery in here, and see how she performs. Step number one is to remove the seat. On the left-hand side, there's a key slot. You turn it, the seat pops up, and the seat's out. So that's step one. That's step two. Step one was remove the battery. Remove 4 Allen bolts at the front of the compartment. I see 2. Next step, it says to remove 4 Allen bolts at the front of the compartment. Not exactly sure what the front of the compartment is, but we're going to start removing things. So step 3 is to remove all the Allen bolts. So we're going to just start pulling out Allen bolts even though we don't know what they are. I believe we have to take this front faux tank off. There's a couple of screws inside the tank. We'll remove those. Oh, I think I just found those Allens that have wandered on the front. All right, I just found, so there are 4 Allens at the front of the bike. 1, 2, and then 3, 4 on the other side. 3, 4. So that is probably what they wanted, that first step. So we're going to go back to that for a minute. All right, to recap, we've removed the battery, we've removed the seat, we removed the 4 Allen bolts at the front, we removed the 2 screws inside, we removed the 2 bolts at the rear of the compartment. Now, at the rear of the compartment, slightly pull out the front body panels. This will unsnap the lock tabs that push into the compartment. Lift out the compartment and unplug the connector for USB. There we go. Oh, that's. Is there a USB charger in here? I never knew that. Oh my God. I never knew there was a USB charger inside of this thing. So you just pull that out. Then it's pretty easy to determine the USB connector. Now we have a naked bike. Loosen the 10mm nuts for the controller from the bottom. We're going to look at the new controller so we know what the old controller is. Help us determine what we're doing here. Okay, so we're replacing this. I've been focused on the wrong place. All right, so those are going to be the 4 bolts. Find out where they are. Oh, I think I see what they mean by from the bottom. This is going to be a chore. All right, so we're going to take this out. There's 4 bolts, 1 at each quarter. We just got to figure out how to do it. So I'm going to pause, and when I come back, it'll all be done. I thought before I proceeded, I'd show you exactly what we did here. That is the controller. There was a cover plate on this. I'm going to remove all of these wires from it and then remove the controller. Be sure to note which wire goes where. They are coded, and obviously the battery's removed, otherwise this would be a dangerous operation. Alright, those actually came out very easily. I have this nice stubby little socket wrench for just this kind of purpose. It's 10mm. Came in through the battery door, stuck it underneath, pulled them off. I only had 3 bolts. There are 4. I don't think mine was missing any. I just think it didn't need them. So it looks like there's a couple other connectors here. That came off easily. That came off easily. And down works. There's the old controller. Whoops! Oh, there was one bolt that didn't come out. All right, so that's the old controller. We're going to take the new controller. Might as well slide it up, since that's the way the other one came out. And now we will just reverse everything. And that took me a total of 25 minutes, including getting the camera ready and getting it set up and all that. So 25 minutes out, I'm going to guess about 15 minutes back in, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Well, in the blink of an eye. All right, that was exactly 45 minutes. Tear down, replace, put back together, including all the work I did for you, the viewer, with the video camera. So I gotta go put the battery back in, and then we're gonna take this thing out for a spin. So I literally just drove this thing 15, 20 feet, and it has significantly more power than it used to. So let's see how this thing goes. So initial acceleration is significantly better than it was before, to the point of when I give it 50% throttle, I feel like I'm going to fall off it. And I drive a 0 SR as my other bug. So that's saying a lot. Once it gets up to about 20 miles an hour, it slows down normal acceleration, and it looks like it's going to go. So I'm going to ride this thing around town, and tomorrow I'm going to probably drive it to work. And I have a video of the ride to work, and we can compare it straight up as to how it performs going up the hills, going in traffic, will it hit 40 miles an hour consistently, all that kind of stuff. So stay tuned for part 2 of the CSC City Slicker. I'm Big Caleb. See you later.